This video is called Integer Subtraction Type 3, but basically it covers subtracting any two integers, whether you're subtracting like the second number is negative or the second number is positive. So really this is kind of a cover for all types of integer subtraction. Basically the way I teach it is I say that anytime you have an integer subtraction problem, you can convert it into an addition problem. So you really need to know how to add integers. If you don't know how to add integers, probably don't watch this video. Or, I mean, you can give it a shot, but I do have a video that deals with just integer addition. So it might be worth watching that first if you're not super kind of fluent with integers. So, all right, let's get started. There's basically, if you've been in high school recently, there may or may not be a teacher that you had for math that taught you copy, change. I don't always teach it like that, but I found out that every time I don't teach it like that, somebody in my class will be like, hey, oh, that's copy, change. So I figured I'd throw that out there. What it means is that if we have something like this, 8 minus 2, what we're going to do is we're going to copy the first number. So there's a copy. We're going to change the subtraction sign to an addition sign. So that's the first change. And in order for us to legally change a subtraction sign to an addition sign, we have to change this number from a positive 2 to a negative 2. Alright, copy, change could also work if we had, say, 8 minus a negative 2. It would work the same way. We would copy the first number, the 8 does not change, then we change the subtraction sign to a plus, and we change our negative 2 to a positive 2. Okay, these are two completely different problems, by the way, but I just wanted to show you that copy, change can work whether you're subtracting a positive number or subtracting a negative number. Carry this on a little bit and actually complete the problems. Let's say we have this 8 minus negative 2. We're going to change, so we're going to copy, change. So we suddenly have this problem where we're adding two positive numbers. That's a pretty happy circumstance. 8 plus 2 is just going to give us 10. Alright, let's try the other one we had on the other page. If we have 8 minus 2, we're going to copy, we're going to change, we're going to change. Okay, this is where you need to know how to add integers. The way that I teach it is when you're adding integers that have opposite signs, you need to know the difference between them. So what I mean is, what's the difference between 8 and 2? The difference between 8 and 2 is 6. Okay, because these have opposite signs, we're going to find the difference between them, which is 6. The last part of our answer, we have to decide whether the 6 will be positive or negative, and that depends on the bigger number here. The bigger number is 8, right? 8's bigger than 2. The 8 is positive, so our answer will be a positive 6. Let's say that we have negative 6 minus 4. Alright, copy, change, and now we need to change the positive 4 to a negative 4. Alright, we're adding two integers now, not subtracting. These have the same sign, so that's a very easy process to do. We just add them together. 6 plus 4 gives us a 10. Since both of these are negative 10, we change it to a negative. That's our answer has to be negative. Alright, how about negative 7 minus negative 3? Copy, change. Okay, now we're adding a negative to a positive. They have opposite signs. Again, my method to adding integers with opposite signs is what's the difference between 7 and 3? The difference between 7 and 3 is 4. Will the 4 be positive or will the 4 be negative? Well, we look back at the original problem. Our 7 is the bigger number in this problem, and it is negative, so our answer has to be negative. So our final answer is negative 4. Okay, I'm going to put down 3 problems. And if you feel like it, copy them down, hit pause, and do them yourself, and then come back and hit play and see if you do it. If you're not quite ready for that, just follow through with each of the 3 problems. Alright, so let's do negative 23. We'll kick it up a notch too with the numbers. Let's do positive 23. And then how about, I don't know, we'll make this one okay. So problem number 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to change that to a plus. I'm going to change my positive 40 to a negative 40. Alright, this problem is now adding two negative numbers. When I have two numbers that are negative that are added, you just add them together. So 23 and 40 is a 63. Because both of my original numbers are negative, my answer has to be negative. Problem number 2, copy, change, change. Now I'm adding two numbers that have opposite signs. So I want to find the difference between 37 and 23. So if I subtract, that will give me 4, that will give me 1. So the difference between the numbers is 14. And now I have to look back and see which one's bigger. This is the bigger number, which is negative, so my answer has to be negative. Problem number 3, copy, change, change. Again, I'm adding two numbers, and they have opposite signs. So what is the difference between 8 and 4? It's 4. Go back and look which is the bigger number. It's 8. It's positive, so my answer has to be positive. You don't necessarily need to put that plus sign there. I just did that to emphasize that our answer is positive 4. Alright, I'm going to try 3 more, or you're going to try 3 more. If you weren't brave enough last time to hit pause after you copied them down, try it this time. Just give it a whirl. Alright, we'll do 21 minus 16. We'll do negative 36 minus, I don't know, so 18. And then let's try 17 minus negative 8. I don't know, any number, I guess. Alright, so hit pause, give it a whirl, come back and hit play. Number 4, 21 minus 16. We're going to change it to 21 plus a negative 16. These have opposite signs. The difference between 21 and 16 is 5. My bigger number in this problem is a positive, so my answer will be positive 5. Next problem, number 5. I'm going to copy, change, change. Oops, sorry. I did not see that correctly as I was writing it. I was looking in the wrong spot. Alright, anyways, copy. We changed the minus to a plus, and the positive 18 is now a negative 18. This time we're adding numbers that are both negative, so we just combine them together. I'm going to add 36 and 18. That's a 4, carry the 1. That's a 5. And then because both my original numbers are negative, I have to have a negative answer. Problem number 6, copy, change, change. Now I'm adding two positive numbers. You just add them together. 17 plus 8 is 25. Because they're both positive to begin with, the answer has to be positive. Alright, I hope that helped somewhat. There is another video out there called Integer Subtraction Type 2, which will emphasize a little bit more this type where you're subtracting a negative every single time. So if that is still kind of throwing you, go back and look at that if you want, and there'll be some more examples to try. I hope this helped. Thanks for watching.